Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thank you for coming back to another episode of ScatteredBrilliancy. My name is Travis, and I'm here to do kind of like a review reaction to #HurtBay. And for those who have not seen HurtBay, HurtBay is a video. I don't think. Oh, it's called Broken. I guess HurtBay is like the. It's like the whatever. Anyway, HurtBay is a video that was posted yesterday by this company or group called The Scene, and it is a young couple. This girl named Courtney, and I think his name is Leonard. And they're exes, they're not together now. And they're pretty much talking to each other about how they got together and the demise of their relationship. So the video starts off with them talking about how they met, and I'm assuming they met in college. That's an assumption. Then they end up talking about the fact that she started going through his phone, or he cheated, and he was talking about he cheated on her with a whole bunch of people he didn't even know how many people he cheated on her with. She gets emotional at some point. She walks out, and he asks why she stayed. She said she was stupid. That ain't a lie. And pretty much it. So yesterday when I saw that, I was originally going to make a video about it yesterday, but I had other stuff to do. I saw tweets and comments, guys saying, oh, we always get a bad rap. Girls saying, oh, yes, I can identify. And what I did not see a lot of was people really coming to the conclusion that, number one, these are two confused people. Well, two people who were confused, whenever they were going through this. Because this is not uncommon at all, unfortunately. I feel like every female I know has been through, every girl I know, because somebody got mad, I say female. Every woman I know or girl I know has been through something like that at some point. And us guys, we go through it as well. At the core of the issue in this video is she was or still is insecure. And he was or still is immature and not able to commit. And I wanted to talk about that because I feel like too many of young couples, they end up in these kind of situations. The guy really isn't ready to commit, but he still says he commits. I mean, there's a million different factors that play into why things end up that way. But to me, I didn't feel bad for her throughout the video. Yes, she was emotional, and clearly she's still hurt by it, and maybe this was the closure they both needed, but I didn't feel bad for her just because after she initially found out that something was happening between them, she still stayed, and she admitted that she felt like she probably stayed because she was stupid. And I mean it's a harsh word, but it's accurate, and it's not necessarily stupidity. It's just being naive and being ignorant to thinking that a person is going to change for you, or a person is only going to hurt you one time, those kinds of things. So, when people cheat, I can totally get wanting to give them a second chance. That makes sense to me. But fool me once, shame on, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, or the other way around. After somebody cheats on you the second time, that's it. There's no going back, because if you cheat once and you say, I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again, and you do it again, okay, then they've shown you who they are. Believe them. So the fault was on her end for staying, for however long that she stayed. I feel like they said in the video, but it wasn't that clear. And on top of the fact that she stayed, she apparently caught him cheating, and he told her to leave, and she left. That right there is a clear indication that this girl had low self-esteem about herself. And it's unfortunate that he did that to her, because we're going to get on him in a minute. It's unfortunate that he did that to her, because crazy enough, she was the kind of girl who would always meet me next. Like in many of the situations when I was dating, the girl that I started dating had just got out of something like that, or had just come from something like that not too long ago. And so there I am, the good guy, trying to rebuild the wall, like trying to tear down the wall she's building up because of the situation that, her previous ex put her through. Which isn't cool, because not necessarily that it's a hurt people type of thing, but it's just like, excuse me, somebody will hurt somebody, then they go to somebody else who has to like clean up the mess that somebody else made. So that isn't cool, but it was really unfortunate that her insecurities were as low as they were at that time. And I hope that since that time has happened, that she's grown and evolved and is in a better place. Now, as far as he is concerned, she was showing all this emotion throughout the video. He didn't show a lick of anything. He didn't seem remorseful at all, which makes me feel like he doesn't really feel bad about what he did. Now, some people can look at it as he shouldn't feel bad because he pretty much showed her who he was in so many words, without any words, he just used his actions to show who he was, and she still stayed. So yeah, that definitely was her fault. But still, at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have an obligation to tell that person the truth. My two things that I always wanted when I was dating was be honest and be consistent. If and I said this in previous videos, if more of us would just be honest and be consistent in our relationships would be a lot better. For me, I can say as a guy, I have never cheated physically. I've said in the previous video that I cheated emotionally, but I've never cheated physically. It wasn't because I wasn't capable of doing it. Because let's be clear. People were throwing that thing at a bro. They were throwing it. You hear me? But you gotta have some self-control. If I'm with her and I tell her I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm not gonna do anything to make you feel bad. You gotta be honest, and that has to be what your actions have to match up with what you said. So I was in relationships and there was plenty of temptation, especially when I was in college. Jesus. There was plenty of temptation and plenty of girls just throwing it like, here's a platter. Would you like to partake? And I had to scoot back from the table and say, no, not really. I'm in a relationship. So it's definitely capable. So I saw people's comments saying, oh, he's young, he's not capable of being monogamous. That's some bull. Stop making excuses for men. So yes, girls have their insecurities, but people give guys too many passes on why they cheat and how many times they cheat. Just saying, oh, he's young. And no, stop making excuses for when people cheat. People cheat because they want to. People are in full control of their private parts. You're in full control of what you allow in, and you're in full control of what you put it in. So let's not act like he couldn't say stop, or that it all comes to me. It comes from this thought of when a person is cheating, it almost comes to me like it's selfish. It's almost like I'm not getting this from home, so this other person, it's like that 80-20 thing. This person is offering me the 20% that I'm not getting, so I deserve to have 100%. So I'm going to get this 20 to go with my 80. And that's kind of how I think a lot of people who end up cheating, that's kind of where they come from. Because I don't know if there are many people who cheat with somebody who's the exact same thing they're getting at home. That doesn't really make sense. It's possible, but I just say it doesn't make sense to me. But I saw that there was a lot of support for her and that people were like dogging him out. And they both should be dogged out because they both were making stupid mistakes. It wasn't right for her to stay and it wasn't right for him to cheat on her. Cheating is not okay. If you want to cheat, you just end the relationship. But like I said, I think it's just a desire to want to have it all or something like that. But monogamy is possible. It is definitely possible no matter what your age is. Like I said, my whole life, I've never cheated physically on a girl that I've been with. If I did not want to be with her anymore, I ended it. And I did whatever I wanted to do with whomever else. But I didn't do it while I was with somebody else. So it's definitely possible. But you just have to find somebody who has that mindset. Now, definitely it's hard. And guys who were thinking like me when I was in college and when I was in high school, that's rare. But we do exist and we are out there. We often get overlooked. But we are there. But women, y'all have to understand that when a person shows you who they are, you got to believe them. Don't think that what's in between your legs is going to be able to change a man. Because if it is, you might as well bottle it up and sell it. If it's really that great to make a man stop cheating, it's not possible. A person has to do you right because they want to in their heart, no matter what side it is, women or men. People have to treat you right because they want to. There's nothing you can do to make them. Nothing at all. At all. If you don't realize that by now, please save yourself some trouble. If somebody is doing you wrong and you don't like it, leave. Don't stay around thinking they're going to change. Scarlett Johansson, the actress, she did an interview or something. She did an interview for Playboy. And she has said that she didn't think it was natural for humans to be monogamous. And my thing is, it doesn't have to do with whether it's natural or not. It's self-control. That's really what it all boils down to. It all boils down to self-control. A lot of issues in this world will be better if we just all had some self-control in many different areas of our life. Really, at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. So, I didn't feel like the broken Hurt Babe video was real deep. I didn't feel like it was something that we haven't seen before. It's fairly common. You used to see it all the time, especially when I was in college. It's unfortunate that people are still going through that. And I've been through that. I stayed with somebody much longer than I should have who wasn't doing me right. And I needed that experience. And after that experience, I didn't put up with that from anybody. So I get you having to go through those moments. You have to be naive. You got to be stupid sometimes in order to learn something. It's fall down 7 times, get up 8. Fall down 7, get up 8. Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. I fell down 7 times, but I got up 8. No, I got up 8 times. If I fell down 7 times, I should get up 8 times. Never mind. completely off course. So yeah, you know, shout out to Hurt Bae and her ex. You know, I didn't understand the purpose of them doing this if they're already with somebody else. And if I was her boyfriend or fiance or husband or whatever she has now, I would feel some kind of way that you were reminiscing with an ex or something for the sake of social media. But whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the broken Hurt Bae video down in the comments. And I'm going to be doing the quad review probably later on today, and that'll be up soon. Make sure you like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel, ScatteredBrilliancy. If there's any questions or anything that you would like me to talk about, leave it in the comments or send me an email, ScatteredBrilliancy@yahoo.com. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Peace.